This episode of Titli's Busy Garden is brought to you by Baby Duck. All dogs love their baby duck. Hi and welcome to my busy garden. I'm out in the front again and I've spent all morning clearing all the plants out of here with a few exceptions. Like there's this geranium, or at least I think it's a geranium. There are some crocuses coming up, I want to keep those in. There are some hellebores which I found, which I really like, and they can stay. This grassy thing here, well, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to let it grow and see what happens. And then there's this bush which I've really hacked right back. I'm hoping it'll grow into a decent shape, but we'll see. So I've just about finished here really. There's one major thing I want to do this week. Regular viewers might remember that I hacked down a crabapple tree that was here last year. And I said I'd have to come back and kill the tree stump. And I had lots of helpful suggestions. Well, it's time for me to kill the tree stump. So I'll start off by drilling some holes into the stump. I'm using this hand drill just to dispel the myth that I only know how to use power tools. It's not true. I know how to use a hand drill, I know how to use chisels. Now while I'm doing this, I'm going to have a little rant. Have you noticed, because I certainly have, and I see more and more of it as time goes on, how some people will say, don't take this personally, but, and then they'll say something incredibly personal. Or they'll say, I don't mean to be rude, but, and they'll say something really very rude. What is it with these people? Why do they think that prefacing their comments, their outrageous comments with, I don't mean to be rude, or don't take this personally, somehow means that they can say what they like? Quite frankly, when the revolution comes, and it will come, I shall make sure these people are the first against the wall, to help them learn that they can't be rude or make personal comments with impunity just because they preface their unacceptable comments with a get out clause. Just a few more holes required. So I've drilled 8 holes into this stump and I'm going to pour in a little bit of this tree stump killer into each of the holes. There is a certain irony with the chemical I'm using here because it's called a deep root tree stump weed killer and it's by a company called Growing Success. Shouldn't that be killing success? Right, well I'll just hoe these little wood shavings into the soil around here and then hopefully the tree stump will die and the ants can come along and take it all away. Oh, just for clarity, if you are one of those people who regularly says, I don't mean to be rude but, or please don't take this personally but, then what I would say is, you know, I don't mean to be rude and please don't take this personally, but you're a moron. Do, 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 do. So I'm now left with the task of sorting this rockery out, which actually isn't as easy as it looks. I mean, it's obvious that some of these plants are living and are thriving, but there's others. Are they dormant? Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I can see that actually some of these are just dormant and this is last year's growth which needs cutting out. But I can see buds on some of these things, so that's good news. Well, in my eyes, that's a whole lot better. Well, it has to be said, the front garden is looking a lot better than it was just a week ago, really. That's all I want to do around the front for the time being, but we'll pop back here from time to time as the spring and the summer unfolds to see what I'm doing and what the plants that I've left there are doing too. Now, there's been a bit of debate over what those birds were that I showed you last week. I know that starlings exhibit that kind of behaviour, but so do crows on occasions. What I can tell you is that I don't see many starlings around here, but you can probably hear them. There are an awful lot of crows. Anyway, the sun's going down, the moon's popped up. That's all I've got time for. I'm feeling very mucky, I need a bath. Thanks for watching. I'll be round the back next time, and do join me in Titli's busy garden.